have my OBS open. Get Discord back open. I really do like what we're seeing on the 5 minutes so far. I mean, again, bearish price is going to continue to fight, and even in our trend, even in this 5 minute trend, I wouldn't be surprised if we do go a little lower, right? Like if you look at the 5 minute, like this is a trend that we're following right now. It's the way I'm viewing it, and it's kind of what price looks like, right? So, you know, if we follow this trend, this does call for price to be able to go a little lower, take a new low of day, and then obviously still hold, which is why I'm pretty low size on this option for now. And then, like I said, if we can go and trade lower, manipulate a low, and then start to buy it up, that's when I would be focused on looking to add size potentially if I like what I'm seeing. But with all the gaps above, I'm probably going to choose to just play it safer, especially on options. Let the play do its thing. The tape getting hit pretty aggressively with selling here, but every time it does, we see the buying come right in. A lot of buying. Anytime we get to about this 95, 92 area, the buying just starts flooding in. So we'll see if we can actually make a push lower here. This is a huge area for the market right now, so ES still nowhere near attacking the lows. Obviously, ES, like we said, would be the stronger asset right now, so obviously, NQ is getting closer to those lows than ES is. Not really surprised there. I gave a little SMT explanation, Tara. I know, Tara, you always have some questions, and a few other you guys always DM me, want to understand SMTs more. I sent a little explanation of like what's going on right now with the SMTs, so I hope that helped. I saw Tara saw it. Yeah, of course. I think that was a better way of explaining it. All right, here we go. So that's a new low of day. Again, that's kind of the manipulation I wanted to see right at the bottom of this trend. See if we start to buy this up or what. And so we manipulated our low there, so that's really good if you do want to see us buy this up. Now we need to see where we close. We do need to see where we close into 945. We want to see if we trade low above. If we trade higher here and close inside the 15-minute gap, I think we're going to see some pretty good longs. I can't hear, but I think I can fix it. Yeah, bro, Discord be doing that. This is gonna be like a very patient move, I think. Like we're gonna definitely gonna have to work for this. This is gonna be one we're gonna sit here for a bit if I do want to see these longs develop. But my idea is pretty certainly bullish at the moment, unless I see something from ES that I don't like. But I'm not at that point right now. If anything, I'm loving what I'm seeing right now. If we continue to hold this. Keyword, continue to hold this. Yeah, that's so weird. Discord has most certainly been tweaking recently. I wouldn't want to see us manipulate guys too much more than we already did, so we start to trade lower towards like the 50s and the 40s. Probably scrap this idea for now, but I'll hold this option until then. I already acknowledge my risk, and you're seeing how like what we're trying to do right now. Saw a huge buy order come in actually, so I'm gonna let this do its thing. And then of course I have that trend drawn out for you guys. Once we trade towards like the 57s, 60s, see how we react. If we can trade through that, then obviously I'm looking to trade through the VWAP. trade to the VWAP, probably trim a lot of size at the VWAP, and then see if we can trade through it. So my targets right now are the 160s and then about the 205s. But again, we got to hold this upside first. If it continues to reject, price can easily just continue to staircase lower. So I'll show you guys on options right about here. This is my play on options, guys, just so you guys can see. Here's the buying we're looking for. Up about $100 here. I added size at the bottom, you know, for the reason being that was the idea. Get a little size in at the bottom. Now we have to see if we can actually trade through this. If we start to struggle, of course, I will not be in this position for long, but look at the 15-minute now, guys. This is what I was trying to explain before. If we hold this 15-minute gap, I think it's wraps. I think the market starts to fly. So we just got to hold this area for about another minute, and I think we see good buying into 9:45. I'm in this on 5 micros as well. I just started my position about a minute ago. 2 minutes ago, probably. And I'm in nice size on options here, so I'll definitely be cautious. Again, I'm already up 25%, so if I get up $300-400, I'm probably going to take it, and then I'll manage my futures position for sure. Might even take some size off if we get to the 160s here. Hold this area for 30 seconds, and we could be looking at a banger, guys. I'm targeting 160 points on futures on 5 micros. This would be a $1,900 trade if we hit this. I'm just taking it on one account. But again, we have 15-minute, 30-minute gaps above. Although I have a huge target right now, I could easily close at the VWAP for 950. So we'll see. But plan's going just how we wanted to. Everybody that's been here since I talked about the manipulation at the lows, you guys all heard that explanation. The double SMT is still in place. We are now at our first TP. Do what you wish if you're in a trade. We are at the top of our trend, as you guys can see. So again, this is the area that I talked about. It's going to matter if we trade through this or not, obviously. If we can get to the 180s, 190s with confidence, I think we're going to see a massive trade here. I'm up $400 on options here. I'm up 70%. We might just be taking our profits. This is a banger, dude. All right, once we get to the VWAP, I'm out of here. All right, I'm selling on options, I think. Most of my size. All right, I'm out on options there. I'm out on options there, guys. It's a $309 day on options, so that's a banger. Mason done for day. DK past 2 combines. Up $600 here on futures. Again, this is my trend that I expected price to struggle at. So I'm gonna trim 1 micro here. Down from 5 to 4, and we're gonna hold this trade. DK. Let's go, boys. Absolute beauty, am I right? I literally don't think I could have made a bias and played it better. Waited for the internal manipulation, added a lot more size to the option play at the manipulation, and then caught what? We caught like something like 90, 100 points up. Mason with 1,200, baby. Mason, that's probably one of your biggest days, right? And again, guys, I'm not really worried about futures for this move. I mean, I'm still holding. I took some profits. I locked in $113. I'm just looking for a consistency day to get a payout on this account. Or to work towards one. Flight, 1,100. Flight, is that on the XFA, bro? Stop it. Flight just made a ban on the XFA. Oh, shoot. That boy Flight, bro. Flight, 1,100 beans. I know we are rejecting right now, guys. I'm not going to lie. I'm still very confident. Look at the 15-minute candle, bro. Yo, I'm holding this trade. I'm telling you guys, I'm holding this trade. That with that 15-minute candle, not much could convince me to not hold this trade. I'm happy to take profit on options. $300 is $300. You'll never see me complain about that. We're up $700 on the week on options. 3 for 3. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I'm probably done for the week on options. Look at the volume here, guys. I'm telling you, we're smacking at TP. So we locked in 113. We're up 650 right here. And again, you guys understand, like, you guys see how I have a plan. I have a very defined plan. But how I closed, like, I'm trading options and futures. I closed on options just for the sake there's no need to risk it, right? Right when we ran into that trend line, again, I think price is obviously going to continue up. When we ran right into that trend line, right, you guys see how I also took 1 out of 5 micros off, which we're trading to VWAP here. We're almost at VWAP. We're about 10 points away, so I'll probably be taking another micro off. You guys see how I'm not scared to trim size as I go, especially options, right? I could sit here and say, oh, I'd be up 450 now, but like I don't think like that. I made $300 in 15 minutes. I don't think like that. That's not the way I view it. I made $300 in 15 minutes, and I'm still up. I'm still floating about $600 in profit with 113 locked in on a funded. So I'm not scared of taking profits as I go, and I have full conviction in this trade. My stop hasn't moved. This whole trade's being recorded on OBS right now. You'll definitely see it on my Instagram. Probably post it on YouTube as well. I could just post the whole footage of us talking here. But people are going crazy in the chat right now. I probably will post this on YouTube, actually. Mason. Definitely send those profits. Everybody, make sure you guys are sending your profits at the end of the sessions as well. So, yeah, we got really close there. I'm personally probably just going to leave this trade open. I don't really see a reason to close it, especially with the 15-minute right now. I mean, we're inside of a 15-minute gap, but with that, guys, look at that last 15-minute candle close. Like, what else would you ask if you're bullish? Like, truly. What else would you even want to see from the market? My stop would just be a new low of day now. And at the worst, I lose $200 on this trade, and at the best, I'm up $1,700. But yeah, as you guys know in live trading, I just try to break down like what goes through my head as much as possible. That's why I was trying to explain like why I close on options and I'm obviously still holding on futures, because I want you guys to understand when I'm trading two different things. Like I said, $300. I'm very happy with just taking that. Although I could hold, and I will start to hold obviously trades towards. I've had an $800 trade the other day, $700 trade, but definitely hold this on futures, obviously. Someone put $300 bills on my desk, guys. You think I would, if they told me to close my trade right now for $300 bills, but I have potential to make more? It's something you think about, but again, $300, I'm okay with that. I'm very okay with that. That'll be all I take on future or options, obviously. I don't feel I need to take anything else. But yeah, make sure you guys definitely are sending your profits. I love to see you guys eating. I love to see all the gains stack up in the chat. It's beautiful. Here we go, guys. Going higher. About to arrive at our second take profit here. Right at about the 201s here. Retesting. This candle got rejected and we're still retesting. That is just beautiful strength. TP2 here. We're up about 670 in floating profits. I'm going to close one more micro here and I'm going to let the rest of the position ride. So we've closed 279 and we're 570 in floating profits with 3 micros left. I won't be touching anything from here. It's either full TP or my TP is actually the equal highs at the 297. So this is about a 185 point trade if we full TP. So bottom ticked yesterday, and we didn't bottom tick today because we were okay with taking on the drawdown, obviously, but relatively a bottom tick today. Again, trading towards the VWAP. The VWAP is what we use in our strategy, guys. We'd want to, in some worlds, right, not right now, but in some worlds, we usually, as a main confluence, if we're trading towards the VWAP, we like to see it get rejected. And again, we're trading into, look what we're trading on the 15-minute and 30-minute, right? We can easily reject this, which is why I trim size. While we're here, I'll actually just trim one more. So I trimmed down from 5 micros to 2 micros. We locked in $437 no matter what. And if we get full TP, that'll be another $741. So that'll be, we will either leave, I'm going to go stop break even now as well, now that we're at second TP. So we'll either leave with about $450 or closer to $1,200. And from here, I won't be pressing anything. We broke out of this trend, so we probably will continue up in my eyes. We're seeing a lot of strength. We're seeing big orders continue to come in through the VWAP right now. So I like continuation. I won't be taking anything else on options. I'll just be holding this trade. All right, guys. So, feel free to take profits whenever you want. I'm still targeting about 200 points full. From where our options entry was. My futures entry was a little higher, but from where our option entry is, guys, this is a 200-point trade. And I sent my analysis to you guys. You guys saw clearly why I took this trade. Mason, bro. I want to give a shout out to Mason. Mason dipped, but we've been talking a lot of psychology. He's actually one of my closer friends here at school. And he's been locked. Like, he's bought into the idea that, he's going to make this work. And I want to say Mason's up over $2,000 this week. And he literally, I don't think he's had a losing day this week. I actually think he's 4 for 4. Like, and this is, again, all of you guys are all capable of this. Like, he's been kind of struggling, like he just said in the main chat. Like, the psych video I put on YouTube, he said it was a game changer for him. Obviously so proud to be here. And, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, you guys are all capable of this. Flight, definitely take your $1,100 day, bro. I'm sure you already did and locked out because you've been dialed with that stuff. But I know you've been asking me some of those questions. I definitely think that's obviously, yeah. I figured you locked in and called it a day. Good stuff, bro. Yeah, you guys have been eating. You guys have been dialed, right? It's just, again, a lot of you, I don't really, some of you, I know some of you, there was 1 or 2 of you that are making plans and really just not sending them, but anyway, you guys have been dialed. Yeah, guys, feel free to close whenever you want. I think on this futures account, I'm going to trim the 1 micro, honestly. As we're at the VWAP here. Doesn't really matter to me. So now, at the least, we've closed in about $625 in profits. At the highest, well, it'll be a $1,000 day. So I'm happy with that as we continue to kind of struggle in this area a bit. Yeah, David, still a beautiful trade, though. Yes, sir, DK. Make sure you guys send those gains. I'm hyped to see all the gains at the end of the session. Yeah, dude, Mason's got to be up like $2,000 this week. Trade if I pay out. Bang, Tara, let's go. Damn, you guys are all eating. Wow. That's all I like to say. Yeah, I'm not going to trail a stop or anything on this trade, guys. I mean, we were still at the top. I want you guys to just note we were up 120 points at the highest of this trade. So whether this dumps, I really don't care what it does at this point. And this is still a great trade. DK, send that fundy too, bro. You know you want to. Yo, guys, so just to give you perspective, and I don't think Mason would care if I share. Is he here? I think he left. Yeah, Mason dipped. So he just sent me a DM, right? And he sent me his calendar for the month, just to give you guys perspective. To start the month, week 1 and week 2. And this has been a tough month. Don't get me wrong. But he had 2 red weeks in a row, small red weeks, 300 and 200. The last 2 weeks, he's up 1,300 and 2,000. He's 1983 this week. And again, nothing really changed for him. I told him, dude, you just have to let your strategy and the work you've been doing catch up. He really enjoyed the psychology workshop as well. He said that was huge for him. And yeah, I mean, again, like product of his work, his success is a product of his work. I already told him that, like, bro, you can thank me and this and that, but that's not what matters. Like, you're the one doing the work. You're the one clicking the buttons. You're the one, putting the hours, off of live trading and everything. Looks like we're probably to get break even here. Market's stepping pretty aggressively off the VWAP right there. But all of you, like Flight, Tara, DK, like David, like you guys are all taking strides. And again, or Justin's here too. What's up, Justin? Like, you guys are all taking. Wow, look at this buying right off that dip though. 10 a.m. here. Yeah, like all you guys are taking strides, right? And of course, you're in this community, so obviously I have play a factor. But like you guys are the ones clicking the buttons. You guys are, back testing your strategy. You guys are watching the videos I put out. Like, of course I highly suggested it. I can't make you do anything. I can't make you back test. I can't make you watch the videos. I can't make you care about trading. At the end of the day, you're your own person. You have your own thoughts, right? But I'm here to be a tool and help you guys guide and obviously find success. And a lot of you guys are really getting to that point where a lot of the habits you've been implementing over the last, maybe 1 to 6 months, or maybe even a little more or a little less for some of you, like they're translating. Like this is all a product of what you guys have been doing, bro. Look at that 5-minute candle. Like this strength with this double SMT off the bottom is insane. We just had so many fat sell orders come in and they all got bought right back up. But yeah, guys, that was just my little spiel for you. Super proud of you guys. We're about 23 minutes deep on OBS right now. When this trade hits one side, so either TP or break even, I'm just going to end the OBS. This will definitely be on YouTube. So you guys can watch the whole trade back, watch my thought process, the commentary throughout the trade. We're definitely seeing some bearish structure form up here, but again, whatever happens, happens up here. You guys in any positions? You guys all done? Microsoft call, nice. I want to see us give one more push for a new high of this trade. If we don't take it, we're still up 110 points in this area. I'll probably just take the profits and roll. From the options entry, we're still up 120 points here. All right, we're getting good strength off our second TP here. Nice move above the VWAP, then we manipulated it, as you can see very clearly. Bodies continue to close above the VWAP now on the 5 minute, so yeah, this is, couldn't really ask for much more. I'm trying to think if I want to trail. If I want to trail this, I'll trail this a bit. I'm trying to think. Up 620. I'm going to trail this to our first TP. So we have about 50 points to work with, and we're going to keep going higher. But we already had one shakeout move to the EMAs. I don't know how much I'd want to see another one. It's probably possible. I just don't want this recording to run into like 40, 50 minutes when like the trade is not over, but we're out on options. We have 1 micro left. You know, for the sake of it, you know what? We'll sit break even, like I said, the original plan. I might end the recording earlier than that, but that's kind of what I'm thinking about this. DK 2.5 balance, boy. Come on now. It's so crazy because some of you guys from this community, some of you already have started to. There's a few people in this community that already made 10, 15, 20 fold for what they got in this community at. You guys are gonna, I can't even imagine. Some of you might actually get to like 50x fold of what you joined this community for. And that's the best part, man. That is the best part. It's so crazy. I'm not even watching this trade right now, guys. I'm literally on my phone. Just let it do its thing. If we, I would say by 10-10, if we don't take a new high of this trade, I'll probably just be out of it. We've been wrapping sessions up at like this time too, guys. Like 10:05, 10:10. We haven't been sitting here like OD. Like we've been catching our trade and just dipping. That's what it's about. All right, we're making another move down here. I think I'm just gonna wrap it up, guys. I'll leave it on my screen and everything to see if we hit full TP, but I'm actually, let's see. Let's get this to, let's just close this for 800 bucks. 795. It's cool with me. That is cool with me. All right, I'm gonna end the recording there. People on YouTube, hope you guys enjoyed that. What a banger. What a trade. Saw the vision the whole time. 795, as you guys can see. Beautiful.